Hello everyone, it's now time to have a look at the second non-working chainsaw that was given to me for free. Now I'm going to be taking off the cover for the starter rope. It looks like there's just 4 screws, one on top over there. The screw that came out the top here has a little washer attached to it, and the screw that came out of here is actually longer than the rest. Now the cover should come off quite easily. There might come a time when you need to take your flywheel off. Before you do that, you've got to take your spark plug out and feed a length of rope in as much as you can. Then turn the flywheel anti-clockwise. It's anti-clockwise because you're going to be undoing that nut. Turn it anti-clockwise until you can't turn it anymore. And then get a socket, and it's usually a 13mm, and undo that nut. Don't take it completely off, just loosen it a little bit, a couple of turns. And what I usually do, if you have a piece of wire or maybe even an elastic band, to get those out the way. And right in the center of that shaft you will see a hole or a little dimple. I use a 6-inch nail which fits perfectly in there. And before you smack it with a hammer, you've actually got to make sure that your chainsaw is loose, that it can actually slide around. What I mean by loose, it means that you can't, for example, do it against a hard table because that shaft has got nowhere to go. If you have a plastic mallet or maybe a rubber mallet, probably better than using a hammer, but just give it a couple of sharp taps. And then already you can see that it's actually loosened already. So now I can continue with my socket and just take the nut off, and then the whole flywheel will come off. There we go. And when you slide that flywheel off, always remember that there's a little key in there. I'll just use a magnet to get it out. And when you put the flywheel back onto the shaft, you've got to make sure that the little key lines up with that little slot in the flywheel. So now I've put the key back into the slot of the shaft, and I put the flywheel back. And there it is. Now I'm going to turn the flywheel, this time clockwise, until the piston stops up against the rope again. And then I can retighten it with my socket. And then take the little wires out to release those tabs. And there we have it.